So this video is for the mean girl hypocrite Hannah Edwards. If you are not Hannah Edwards, you can either scroll or you can stay because the tea's about to be piping hot. So back when I was 12 years old, I had a best friend that happened to be friends with Hannah. Hannah was labeled the school bully and she took hella pride in being labeled the bully. Me and Hannah's friend were literally like this. And Hannah couldn't stand it because she didn't have that relationship with this individual. So let's talk about how Hannah responded to that. At 12 years old, this girl came to my house and tried to lure me down to the park so her and 4 other girls could jump on me because I had a crush on a boy that somebody liked in the neighborhood. 4 different girls, twice my size. But even at 12 years old, I was smarter than you and knew what you guys were doing. So at that point, my mom called the police, okay? And the police had me block all of them on MySpace. Shortly after that, I got locked up as a juvenile and I was incarcerated for 4 years. When I got out, I made contact with my friend again and we were, boom, back tight like this. And that friend had cut Hannah off for years at that point because she had narcissistic tendencies. So I'm 19 years old, me and my friend are back like this again. He was there for me when I had my daughter. He was there as a shoulder to cry on when I was going through a narcissistic relationship. Like, that friend was my rock for many years. That friend kept me on the straight and narrow, just being around him because of the positivity. So after 7 years of my friend not talking to Hannah, Hannah sends him a friend request one day and they get to chatting it up. After she's talking to my friend for about a month, then she starts overstepping and talking shit about me to him. How I'm a bad mom, how I'm a meth head hooker, how I'm gonna drag him down with me. And at that point in my life, that is probably the most mentally unstable I have ever been. And I went through chaotic drug use. Needless to say, I could not stand Hannah, and when he started going out to clubs and shit with her and drinking, I was kind of like, nah, I'm not going to be a part of this. I don't like that girl's attitude. And because I said that, she jumped on my Facebook, running her mouth, and I'm a bad mom, and I'm this, and I'm that. We can also talk about the 3 times that I've ever seen her in my life. Let's go over that. The first time was when we were 12 and I was at my friend's house and she pulled up over there to try to get money for her mother from my friend. She took one look at me and told my friend that she doesn't like me. Second time I met her, she popped up at the state fairgrounds when me and my friend were riding rides and she decided to jump on the pirate ship ride with us. And London Bridges by Fergie was on and I was singing it. And ever since then, I'm annoying and she don't like me because of that. And then the third time I ever seen this girl face to face, she was at my door trying to lure me down the street. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I did to this person for her to continue to this day to mess with me. Yes, you guys. Hannah came back. She made her big appearance and let's get into it. Needless to say, when my addiction got really bad, everybody started judging me. So I started isolating and I literally logged off Facebook and just stayed on the streets and was feral. Like, I got my life together. I run a nonprofit. I help other people, who are struggling. I advocate for people who are struggling. I help them find recovery and, all the good shit. So my friend had a birthday. And I decided to make a Facebook post, happy birthday. That's literally all it said with a couple photos or whatever. And then my friend responded, thank you, no hard feelings there. And then Hannah comes in hot, laugh reacts at the post, which is wild because the girl doesn't like me. Why is she laugh reacting to anything? Why is she looking at my page? Why is she breathing my air? Then she had the abracadabra audacity to comment underneath my friend's thank you and be like, he doesn't like you. He hasn't even liked you since you chose meth over your friendship 20 years ago. First off, bitch, learn how to fucking, timeline, okay? That was 14 years ago. Second off, learn your fucking drugs, okay? I was on crack and fentanyl, not fucking meth. I have never smoked meth a day in my fucking life. I don't even know how to smoke meth. So then we start beefing in the inbox, and this girl literally tells me to go overdose and die like my best friend. who happens to be a friend of our friend. Like, look at the shit that you're talking about his friends, bro. And then you're gonna comment for him. If he doesn't like me and doesn't want anything to do with me, he has a voice, Hannah. This is the narcissistic tendencies that got you cut off the first time. And here's where our word of the day comes in. It is hypocrite, you guys. You're gonna literally sit there and call me a piece of shit for doing substances by myself, but yet you partied your ass off all them years, were a full-blown alcoholic, and then you were drinking with people we grew up with who eventually developed a fucking problem. Girl, you literally destroyed your life with alcohol, and they had the audacity to say something to me. You are no better or different, ma'am. But there is a difference between me and you, though. I've grown the fuck up while you're still in middle school, bro. And now I know my friend's gonna be a little bit salty with me making this video, but guess what? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. She knew what she was doing. She wanted this reaction out of me because she's addicted to high school drama. So I had to give her the high school drama tea that she craves so desperately. I made a post on Facebook and Hannah had to literally lock down her whole profile. Sucks, don't it? Maybe you shouldn't call people meth heads when you were a full-blown alcoholic for all the years that I was using crack, because I was never on meth. But, you know, these simple-minded people will just shout drug names and not even know what they're talking about. But take 100 different seats, you ogre-looking girl.